Hey, it's Connor from BG247. I have a question for all of you, really. A lot of people tuned in today, either online or came in person, expecting a loss from you guys. What words do you have for the doubters?
We won, right? Yeah, that's it. For me, at least.
I mean, I don't know. People, I mean, based on our recent performances, you know, and like Fnatic as well, everyone was on the Fnatic hype train, but yeah, I mean, people are kind of just delusional, I guess.
I mean, I have completely different opinion about this. I actually don't think they're delusional. I mean, it's pretty logical to say it like this, like basically the lower bracket round from Fnatic and also the way we lost versus G2. I think it's completely normal for people to react like this, right? So, yeah, I don't really blame them, but in the end, I'm kind of happy, yes, that I proved them wrong, or we proved them wrong, so, yeah.
I'm on the same train as Colin. I think if I was a fan, I would literally like expect like a 3 from Fnatic with the way we played and the way they have played. So that's what we've seen song today. So we won.
Gonna put it a little. You gotta be moving. Try
Oh.
to put it
Wait, it's not working?
further.
Oh, maybe further.
No, further,
Oh,
not
okay,
closer.
okay. Well, I'm done
It's
anyway.
okay. No, you're gonna do this anyway. Okay, we're done.
You want something?
Thank you.
Next
question. You want to stay? It's okay, okay. Okay, thank you. No more
Can we go one by one?
actually.
Zoran Babak from Jackson. First of all, congratulations guys on the great win. And I have a question for Larsen. Since you're at home here, how did it feel to play on stage in the packed Swedish crowd and of course win?
Yeah, it felt like playing at home. Like it literally felt like playing at home. I felt like I was playing just. It was so comfortable to play, and when the fans were like screaming, it just felt. It was so comfortable. It really like felt like home. Still here?
Hello, Johan from Jackson. I have a question for whoever wants to answer. So in today's series you are considered as underdogs, and I'm curious if that relieves some pressure to perform better, and yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, so I think it always feels way more relaxing to play when you are kind of the underdog, right? At least like that's how I see it when it happens, but I think what I really want us to make the difference is, let's say after the series, like people should logically have more expectations for us about tomorrow, or maybe they just think no matter what we get 3-0 by G2. So I just want us to not get too emotional after this win in a way that we feel too confident, or basically just go with the same mindset that we had today, you know? And I don't think it's necessarily only when we are the underdogs, that's my point. I want us to be like this no matter when we play, even if we are favorite 80-20, you know? I just want us basically to play until we destroy the last nets.
Next question?
Hey, I'm Malcolm DeSoto. This is for Shimby. How was your first arena experience? Was it everything that you'd hoped for? How did you feel about playing in front of such a huge crowd?
Well, I didn't feel anything until today. Today, I mean, I was checking out the arena every day just to see how it feels. It was already like when I was sitting there in the chair that I was supposed to sit a couple of days before, and just think about how many people could there be, and just look at the whole arena. I was already freaking out. I think, regardless of the fact that I didn't have too many emotions, it just felt crazy to me that there could be actually this many people watching, and yeah, that's what basically happened before the game. But when we went to set up, I mean, I was really shaking, I would say, before the game, but when we went to set up, I don't know, I just looked around, I just let myself enjoy it, and yeah, I completely grasped all of the energy that fans gave, regardless if they're rogue or not. I didn't really feel it, the difference, and yeah, I just played my game and it worked, I guess. So it was a very nice experience for sure.
Next one?
Yeah, my question is for Freddy. After the previous series that you guys played, it's easy to have a bit of a down mood in the team. So how did you pull the guys back together heading into today's series, and what improvements did you make in general, knowing that you would be playing against Fnatic, who had been playing pretty well?
I think we always had a talk about the issues we had, but actually we didn't really have that much time to scrim with all the travel and stuff. But I think the thing is that the change in environment is always a big like refresh. It's almost like it's like a new game when you're on stage in a new place. And I think we did a lot of stuff together this week because we didn't have like time to scrim and stuff. So yeah, I mean I think these were like the main things, and just like being together a bit more often.
Next question.
Hey, me again. So this is for the last one. Obviously, as mentioned before, you had home crowd fans here today, but you also had your family. What was it like to pull off this win in front of your family?
Yeah, it's definitely way more special with the family. I also felt it like they were 2 weeks ago in Berlin, and it also felt like way more special. And every time I like walked in and out of stage, they were like screaming. They're very loud. My sister was pretty mental. So yeah.
Last one again, sorry. The broadcast during the introductions kind of hyped up the Larsen humanoid rivalry, and then you kind of bodied him. Is that like a rivalry that you particularly care about, or is that not something that you think about really when you go into a game like this?
I usually don't like care too much about like rivalries and stuff, but I actually care about the human rivalry because we have such a close like win rate against each other, and we have played against like so many times in playoffs. So it's definitely like a rivalry I actually care about. Yeah.
All right, next one.
Hello, Cecilia for like freelancer. My question for Conf. In an interview with Esports magazine, he said that G2 are the most difficult team to play against because you never know what they're going to draft. What do you think is the weak point that you can exploit tomorrow?
Well, to be fair, I think I was completely right, considering last series, I think we were drafting for 5 hours per day and we never did a draft with Summer Split. Not your fault, sir. I'm not saying I'm just it's a lot, but it's okay. So, honestly, I can just say the casual stuff that tomorrow will be more prepared and stuff, but you never know what those guys can play, right? So, we just need to be open to face something that maybe we have not thought about and just be very fast to adapt during the series, basically, because playing best of 5 always helps, right? In a best of 1, all random stuff can happen and all of this, but in a best of 5, we just need to be able to adapt, even if we end up losing that game, right? If we actually know what to do on the next ones, I'm really confident going into tomorrow.
Next question. Hi, Johan for Jackson again. The question is to Adonne. This will be your third final and the third final for Rogue as well. In the previous 2 times you have failed, so is the third time the charm?
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, what was it? It was 3-2, 3-0. So I guess tomorrow it's either 3-1 or a dub for us. I'm kind of collecting them all at this point. But yeah, I mean, I think spirits are high. After today's win, it's important that we don't go on the other side where we become, like overconfident, because I feel like in spring maybe that was one of the problems that we had. We felt like we're going to be the favorites and that we're going to win. But yeah, I mean, definitely a more balanced approach for this one, and I think if we keep the same level that we had today and the prep, then I don't see why it wouldn't be, Rogue Storm 3-0 into coming back to final to Storm G2 3-0. But I mean, that would be kind of funny, but I'm not sure. But I am quite confident, yeah.
Next question.
Thank you. For me, my question is for Friday now. So you do pick blue side for your first game tomorrow, keeping in mind the flexibility and like general variety of drafts. What do you think? What do you expect them to build during drafts?
Wow, kind of like Comp said, you never know what to expect from G2. I think there will be maybe some unpredictability in game one. That seems to be their thing this playoffs. So yeah, we won't have like the most prep time, so we'll just have to like go through what we think will happen and just prepare like what we actually want to play into it too. I think the main thing is like most of the meta at this point is like covered, and we know what we do well, and we now know what they do well, which we didn't really know, I think, last time we played them. So yeah, for sure we're going to be much better prepared, I think.
Zoran from Jackson. I have a question to Malrang, if he's comfortable answering. You had a lot of success as a sub, obviously, at the Daman, but how does it feel to have a successful year, having a big part as a starter in a different region?
You know?
I understand 60%.
Okay, that's right.
Okay.
I think just
So
try.
how do you feel now that you're having good results with all? How do you feel?
And having a bigger role in the team?
I'm just happy. So I'm just happy because I make myself finals 2 times. So I'm just happy with my team. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Next question.
Yes, hi. Just a quick round from each one of you prediction for tomorrow's series. Core, please. And also who's going to be MVP if you all say yourself. You can't say yourself.
Can say ourselves.
Yeah.
3-0 for us and Team MVP, yeah.
Three, two, and last end MVP.
Okay, so we win now.
If we play like we did the last game today, I think it'll be a 3-0. Or maybe we have back off game, so 3-1, I would say. Mario and MVP.
My easiest bet to say is 3-1 because we are most of the times running down the first game. So it's as Larsen said, if we actually don't have this game one and we perform like we did the last games from game one, it can actually be a 3-0. I'm actually confident, but you know, I think I will make it spicy and say 3-2 and 3 MVP.
I would like to free all them, but I think it would be a good one series. I hope for 3-0, right? But I think it can be 5 games, 3-2 for us, and obviously for them as well. Who knows, right? But yeah, an MVP. I don't know, but to say Freddy honestly, because no one can vote for him.
I think we might take it like 3-1 or 3-2. I know we might have a game of int in there somewhere, and I think maybe comp Pentakill tomorrow.
Wow. Sure. Yeah, he's pretty much calling for that in comp, so yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Let's go.
Next question.
Hey, Connor again. Last question from me. This is a question for each of you. When you do beat G2 tomorrow, how are you planning on celebrating?
Wait,
For each of you.
Oh, okay. So
I can go first, or?
you don't have a microphone.
Okay, so what was the question again? How will we celebrate if we win?
Yeah, how would you like to celebrate when you beat G2 tomorrow?
I don't know, get shit faced.
Yeah, just say.
Swedish kebab pizza.
It's not something I would think about. I don't focus about the games. So.
Actually, I don't know.
Can you go?
If I win, I'll just take a moment and just enjoy everything that's happening on the arena after the initial win. But outside of it, to celebrate, I have a couple of Polish friends here, so yeah, they're Polish, so
I'll leave it.
I think there will be some alcohol involved. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with Fred's statement, and I think it's also Adi said. I would actually take a moment to appreciate it, and other than that, I would just look forward to enjoy the last night here in Sweden. It's actually been really nice, like even going out a bit. And yeah, after that, I will just look to use the break that we have before we fly to New York and be ready for Worlds.
Zoran again from Jackson. So this question is for Freddy and Larsen, so whoever can answer. So after Human kind of popped off on Silas game 1, you decided to ban it from him and kind of shift the mid matchup into control mages. Is that something that it was on the fly? What was the strategy behind that matchup?
It just kind of happened like with the way the dress looked, but he also opted into playing the control mages method. He like picked Victor when like I was open, for example, so he kind of made like the meta as well. It just, I don't know, happened somehow. It also like as your first pick that it kind of happened, the control matchups. So, and it just happened like somehow naturally because he also like opted into it a bit.
We had a big talk about it during game 1 in the coaching side, and in the past when they played Fnatic, they have like a few picks that they're really well practiced on and good at. So we completely like switched it up, and instead of targeting jungle, we thought maybe this guy will kind of run it down if he doesn't have Silas. So that's what we tried, and I mean, he didn't run it down, but it worked, alright. We got him off like what they probably put a lot of practice into, I think.
Johan from Jackson. This question is for Con. You had an unlucky situation in Vitality. You got benched, and well, people kind of thought a bad way of you. But now you've made a comeback. You've made it back-to-back finals, and I would say people changed their perception of you, and you are considered one of the top 80 players in the region. How does it make you feel to just make people think different of you now?
Well, if I take a moment to sit and think about it, it for sure feels really nice right now, right? But the thing is, like, I learned that I honestly don't really overthink those stuff, because in the end it just makes me stress for no reason, and just focus on just being me, right, and being the best version of me, no matter where, either it's in game or out of game. Like, I just want to feel basically happy with myself and like whatever I do. And yeah, I mean, it for sure feels nice, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity that I got, especially from Rob. You okay, bro?
Yeah. Thank you.
Next question.
Hi guys, Brage from Gamer.nl. This one's for Freddy. How have you been splitting the focus going into this weekend, considering the differences between G2 and Fnatic? And as a bonus, how many hours of crafting have you been doing this week?
Oh god, you don't want to know. It's been non-stop writing the drafting and the scenarios. I mean, to be honest, more focus has been on Fnatic, but the weird thing about this scenario is I think the meta between the games will be different. G2 are playing like different stuff and banning differently. So we have to be in this awkward spot where we have to be prepared for both metas, it is like a tough ask, I think. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of ideas already for tomorrow. We just need to like finalize them. But I expect like a lot of different stuff, honestly, to be played.
Next question.
This one's for Odo. The post-game tweet, I won't read it verbatim, but do you think as a player you're underrated? Do you think you've been underrated in your career? Do you think you're underrated now? How do you think the community perception of you matches up to how you actually play?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I am underrated, because a lot of the community, correctly perceives me and, my level. It's just, the reasoning is that a lot of time people are bringing up past failures to kind of justify you, like presently how you are as a player, because at least for me and Rogue as well, it's just we're always perceived, as chokers for some reason. When in reality, you just lose games because the other team is better, because choking is when someone's just like losing his mind, and freaking out. But yeah, it's just I don't know, in a way, a statement, because everyone just perceives the losing team or like the less popular team, which, for example, like if we had lost today against Fnatic, everyone said Rogue is choking, When now that Fnatic got stomped, no one's gonna say that Fnatic is choking, Everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, Fnatic, they just underperformed, But yeah, it was mostly about that. But to go back to your question is, I think people correctly perceive, my level. It's just fans, I guess, from the popular teams that kind of come up with things like this.
Next question.
Hello, my name is Rebecca. I'm from the Druids. And my question are for all of you, really. How are you feeling against meeting G2 tomorrow? How are your gut feelings?
I think, like others already said, I think good. I think it was nice to actually play today on stage and get the feel for it. I think maybe they won't have that tomorrow, so maybe they will have a game one similar to what we have today. But I think that we're all very confident. The vibes are good. I think the prep will be good, and we just have to go out there and perform and enjoy ourselves, and that's kind of it. Yeah.
I think the goal would be just to enjoy whatever we're gonna do and whatever is gonna happen, honestly. And if we can manage to do that, then from my perspective, I don't really care if we win or not. There's gonna be probably two of the best teams that come from Europe to Worlds. Yeah, I think with that in mind, we just want to show the best possible League of Legends, so the people that actually pay to be here and would like to be entertained will be entertained. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I just want to go with the same mindset as today. Just enjoy the weekend, honestly. Enjoy both days, since we managed to play both days, right? So that's also a W already for me. And yeah, just don't overthink stuff and just go play.
That's concept.
Perfect.
I will just try my best tomorrow.
Let's go! Thank you, Marlon.
I kind of forgot your question, but I kind of picked it up from everyone else. But I know, just try to stay, grounded. It feels like a great opportunity to kind of get payback for both spring and last week when we kind of got stomped. I feel like we kind of found what's good for us and what we need, and just eager to show it tomorrow again. And if it's not going to be enough, then I decide.
Hi guys, once again a question for everyone, it's a fun one. So if you could pick whatever champ you want tomorrow to beat G2, which champion would it be and why?
Can we say that? I can say that, I don't care. That's good. Okay.
I think tomorrow, at least one game, I'm gonna pick Draven or Shamira and just face fight board.
I don't know about it.
I hope the game has you.
What's the game?
Wow. Yeah, you think? You can say something stupid to bait, it's okay.
Okay. They want to like this in?
Oh, okay, it's still.
I'm gonna be a bit of a hipster and say Lissandra, but yeah, that's obviously never gonna happen because it's not really a good champ for top. So yeah.
Or is it?
I already know you.
No, I'm not gonna say it. You already said half of it. I don't know. I mean, honestly, anything that is good. Like, I don't really have a thing. I don't want to play Leona now, but yeah, if they make me, yeah, sure, why not? But I don't think they're gonna this comfortable those jumps as well, so it's gonna be just random enchanter fist fighting or range enjoyment on the bot lane and romance, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's kind of it. Would be nice to pick Narsos, but I won't pick it, right? Probably.
What pick do you play for them?
What pick do you
I can't promise any of those picks will happen. I think maybe 5 games of Yumi and a new Javan build is coming out tomorrow. Yeah.
Do we have any more questions? All right, that concludes the press conference for today.
Thank you, guys.